This is Max Williams with United Real Estate, and today I'm in Eastern Henrico. More specifically, I am at 511 Bessler Lane. This home is located here on a very quiet street. It's actually a dead-end street. Here on the opposite side of the street, we just have a vacant lot. So there's not a whole lot of density here. Right there, you make a left, and there's probably about 7 or 8 houses and a cul-de-sac. So there's not very much traffic that comes through this location at all. This home is newly renovated, and it shows like a charm. I am proud to list this home. I do work on behalf of the sellers on this property. As you can see, we've got the corner lot. We do have a little driveway, a second driveway there towards the side of the rear of the house. There is a storage building here in addition to the one-car attached garage. And there you can see that storage building, nice large storage building actually, there in the corner of the lot. This is relatively new vinyl siding in great condition, and this split foyer, I know many of you probably have grown up in split foyer type homes. They definitely offer a lot of square footage for the money, and so if you are a value seeker, this home might be right for you. Here a few days ago I was looking at the news, and there was an interesting article that hit local news, and it said Richmond was number 2 in the nation as far as the gap between single female homeowners and single male homeowners. And I thought that was pretty interesting. The article went on to say that Richmond is number 7 in the nation as far as total home ownership by single females. And that's pretty remarkable when you think Richmond is just simply a mid-sized city. It's not a huge metropolitan area. So I kind of had mixed feelings about that article in a couple different ways. The vast majority of my buyers, when it comes to single folk, are definitely women, so that was not really much of a surprise to me. But what was a little disappointing is that gap was so big between men and women. I'm like, come on, fellas, what's the blue team doing here? We really need to step up the pace here as far as being responsible and making that move towards home ownership. But I'm just so happy that the single women are definitely making those smart moves towards achieving the American dream. We've got a little partitioned laundry room here. This water heater is relatively new as well. This home is all electric, heat and cooled with a heat pump. Our heat pump is right here. If you were any further north than, let's say, Washington, D.C., heat pump technology is not going to be in your area. Despite the name, a heat pump is used for heating and cooling a home. So whenever a home has a heat pump, that automatically means that it has central heat and air. Okay, this is going to be our first guest bedroom. As you can see with this split foyer style, we are partially below grade. And we do have plenty of daylight, though, with those big windows that let nice daylight into this home. You don't have that feeling of being in a basement. And of course, we're not in a full basement. But I really like the way they have designed this home. This is bedroom number 2. This is going to be our secondary bedroom. Really good looking newer carpet here. As I said earlier, the home is beautifully maintained and definitely shows like a charm. Just a couple days ago, my favorite lenders were kind enough to take me to lunch, and we had a really good lunch. I love to pick their brain because there's always something new that has come out in the marketplace or new information that they're able to share with me. And one of the things I wanted to share with you, this is particularly important if you're thinking about making that first home purchase. And let's say you have picked up a part-time job. A lot of people have part-time jobs because they need that income. And let's say you've been on that part-time job for 18 months and you were not real happy with it, or you found someplace else that's going to pay you a little bit more money on a part-time basis. What I wanted to share with you is it's important to talk to a lender before you make any moves if you are contemplating home ownership. And the reason why is because With part-time income, they want to see a 2-year history with that company. So after 18 months, you get fed up and tell them to find somebody else for your position and go work for another company. Boom, the clock restarts, and you've got to wait a whole nother 2 years with that particular employer for that part-time income to count. And let me give you an example. Let's say you make $40,000 and your part-time income is $10,000 for a total of $50,000 income. That is 20% of your income. If we looked at a $160,000 home versus a $200,000 home, which is about the same difference that income would represent as a percentage, then there's a big difference there. And you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot. Even though you're making the money, you got to play the game according to how they calculate income and part-time income and those types of things. But you don't know, of course, what you don't know. So that's one of my goals with the video, is to share with you how important it is to make that phone call early in your decision-making process, so that in this case, you would hold on to that part-time job till you got to 24 months, and then you could count that income for that part-time job. Of course, if you don't know that and you're not in the business, then that would never cross your mind that they want to see a 2-year history with that particular employer. Now, that's only with part-time income. If you switch jobs and you are doing the same thing you did before with just a simply different employer, that 24-month rule does not apply. It's particularly for part-time income. And the reason they do that is they don't want someone just going out 2 months before they want to purchase and picking up an income, second income, just to qualify for more money. They want to see that that's truly part-time income that has what we call seasoning with you, or it's been around for a while. Okay, we are now in the master bedroom. I told you guys this home was well maintained, and we do have an ensuite bathroom here as well. 5 bedrooms at this price, in this condition, with granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, all those bells and whistles, is very, very tough to do in the Metro Richmond area. And of course, you would easily be able to do it here. The sellers are willing to convey a 1-year home warranty. And that warranty is huge, because if you had a major system that needed repair or replacement, you're covered, and you're not going to get hit with an unexpected expense as a result. Remember, one of my main objectives as an agent is to make sure not only my clients get a good deal, but also that they're well protected. And you always want to think about, how do you protect yourself in a particular transaction? Whether you're the buyer or the seller, it doesn't really matter. There are things that you should and should not do on both sides of the spectrum in order to make sure that you are well protected. If you have any questions about this or any other home in the market, my name is Max Williams. It would be my honor to help. I can be reached on Facebook, under Richmond Area Foreclosures, on YouTube, under my name, Max Williams. Thanks so much for taking a tour. Happy holidays. Have a great day.